Hey there, my name's Sera and I'm going to be sharing with you recreating Instagram photos, drawing inspiration from some of my favorite creators, Alicia Marie, Britt Lions, Tara's son, and That's So Sophie. I filmed the process, so thankfully my husband was able to take the photos for me. It was a big help and I'm really pleased with how all of the photos turned out. I'm really worried there's like a bug crawling on my throat. Hit the record button just to stop it. Miss Tara's son on Instagram is a fashion/Christian blogger, and she creates fun little graphics that are kind of like devos for Instagram using her iPad. Let's look at the results of this photo compared to the original one. This is one of my favorite photos. Of course, I tried to get a similar location and outfit. You can't get things exactly because that's just way too much, and I didn't want to Photoshop things too much. I mean, I did have a little fun with the door just to see what it would look like, and I was able to create similar graphics, but I chose to do them in a darker pink to match the bandana in my hair. I think I got this one pretty exact. I'm very happy with the results of this. Slight things like the door handles on the other side. I might have brought up my knee a little bit more and changed the angle to be down a little bit. You do the best that you can while still having fun. So Sophie on Instagram is very colorful and creative. Her page is just like a complete rainbow. The hashtag that she uses is connecting creative cuties, and she recently restarted her YouTube channel, which I think is awesome. Let's look at the results of this photo. I was able to get a similar dress and shoes, of course different colors, but I felt like it was kind of more fall centered, especially with the little flowers that I chose. I wish I had had some leaves all around that I could have photoshopped, but there weren't any around me and I didn't want to look too unnatural. This one I kind of struggled with because I had a long shadow originally before I photoshopped. It ended up not looking as natural as I wanted to. I tried to create a little bit of a shadow where she has it under her legs and dress. I changed the color of the grass because our grass near us was very, very wheat-like, let's say. Originally I had the flowers a little too close to the center, and also one was like a little too high, and with the dark center of the flower it looked super wonky if I didn't have it exact. I don't generally wear makeup and it was just easier because it was so hot being in the direct sunlight for this, so I don't have the red lip. I also just noticed that I definitely could have curled my hair a little bit because hers is a little bit wavy. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I didn't mention this one at the start of this video, but I also recreated a photo from a Christian clothing brand called Crazy Cool Threads, and their shirts are just so cute. Let's look at the results of this one. I decided to go for a flowy shirt. It just ended up not being navy. I ended up photoshopping the background of this one to have that lens blur effect because I don't have the right lens to create that. The only other thing that I might change would be which leg I was pointing out. I was kind of trying to look down at my foot pointed out because that's kind of how I think she was standing. It was definitely hard to get the angle right on this one. I think I was still able to capture the same look as this photo. You've probably heard of Alicia Marie. She's not just on Instagram. Her main thing is YouTube. Her vlogs are my favorite. Let's take a look at the results of this photo. I was really excited to do this one because the flannel felt very fall to me and the angle of the photo. Looking back at this one, I wish I had done it on a hill to get the angle. I wasn't able to find a similar hill with cars and power lines in it. So just to see what it would look like, I photoshopped out the forest and put in a sky photo that I had taken. It does look very Photoshopped. My Photoshop skills are a little rusty, and so I had to look up how to do a lot of things. Overall, I think I did pretty well. I really like the one that's not edited. I think it still captures the same vibe as the original photo. Britt Lions on Instagram is another colorful and creative content creator. Said that a lot. Her hashtag that she uses is Beam Like Britt. You can tell she puts a lot of love and effort into all of her photos. She's such a big inspiration to me and has come so far from when she first started out. She also has a YouTube channel and I've been loving the vlogs that she's been putting out. Behind the scenes stuff is so much fun to see. Let's look at the results for this photo compared to the original one. This again is one of my absolute favorites. It might be my most favorite one. It wasn't at first, but with little edits, it just became this really cool thing. The reason I picked this photo was I just loved the angle, the look, and the vibe of this photo. I decided to put myself up on a hill and have Matthew take it from down below. Crouching was really hard to do on a hill, and for me, it doesn't look like I'm bending over that much, but I really had to bend over without tripping. It was hard to get height in a spot where the light was just right. I ended up flipping the photo because the wind was going the other way. Fortunately, I didn't have patterned pants. Of course, the color scheme is different, so I had a hair tie and it ended up going with my outfit, and I just used the sunglasses that I had, which kind of had an orange tint. Unfortunately, I remembered after the fact this one required curled hair, but I mean, it's wavy, it still works. A couple things I would have changed looking back at it now that I'm not all sweaty. The angle and direction of my face, it should have been to the left instead of the right, but it was really hard to manage that without getting a super double chin. This angle just seemed to work better for me, and the legs should have been planted a little bit more apart. I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I think I really captured the vibe of it. It just feels so fun, happy, and carefree. Props to everyone who comes up with ideas for photos, outfits, because it takes a lot of work. It's not just posing and snapping a photo. Gotta really plan things out and try different locations. I'll link all of the creators that I tried to recreate their photos with down below. I had so much fun recreating these photos, and it sparked a lot of creativity in my life that I kind of forgot about. I hadn't done photography in like forever, let alone a photo shoot. I highly suggest you trying this out when you can. Love to hear from you in the comments what your favorite shots were. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others to find my channel. Subscribe and make sure to click the bell icon to be notified of my next upload, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!